Welcome to the Morning Report, a production of fightbackmedia.com, the #1 source of urban conservative information in America.
Good morning. My name is Willie Lawson. The program is the Morning Report. The Morning Report is a production of fightbackmedia.com, fightbackmedia.com, and fightbackmediatv.com. Trust that you are well. Today, we are 4 days away. 4 days. If nothing else, it'll be into the commercials, right? And the the mailers in the mailbox. If nothing else, and if we are blessed, we will have a chance to defend our nation. We can maintain the course. All right. And I want to talk about it at the end, so please hang on to the end of the video. I was listening to Jesse Kelly. I know, but he had this really interesting view on voting and who to vote for and blah, 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 that I want to explain to you at the end of this video. So please hang on to the end of the video. All right. Anyway, the Republican National Convention, and this is showing some gumption for the first time, I think, in a long time, is demanding an investigation into an alleged fraudulent voter registration scheme after an Arizona-based radical left-wing consulting group, Field and Media Corps, was caught submitting fake registration forms. When I hear from people on the left, like, this is not going on, this is blah blah blah, is a whole arc, right? They say it's not going on, and then they say, well, it's going on, but not enough to make any difference, and then they say, oh yeah, it's going on, but if you stop it, it's going to help Republicans win. We got to make this too big to rig. Anyway, so in Monroe and York County, Pennsylvania, authorities have identified Field and Media Corps as a source of thousands of last-minute voter registration forms that were irregular and included what the district attorney's office described as fraudulent, as they were not authorized by the person named as applicants. DA Mike Mancuso said that at least in one case, the person listed on the application was deceased and not authorized by the persons named as applicants. He also said that many of the registration forms were found to be fraudulent and had to be traced to one specific person. When they came in, we opened them and we realized that they were from June, July, August, September. Monroe County Director of Election Voter Registration, Sarah May Silphy, said, I realized they were dated months before. And really, you shouldn't be holding on to registration that long. Now, 2 cycles ago, I was fortunate enough to be able to do voter registration for Urban Game Changers. And we did some voter registration. And there's rules about it here in the state of Florida that you can't hold those applications for any more than like a week. So if you had a voter registration drive on, let's say on Saturday, you got to get those to the supervisor of elections office before the next Saturday. Can't hold on to them because so you went out there and you only were able to get 2, and you don't want to drive all the way over there for 2. That is, like the man said, that's just too damn bad. If you got 2, you got 2, and you drive them over and you drop them off. You don't hold them for like June, July, August, September. You don't hold them for 4 months, 4 or 5 months. You don't. Anyway, she also noted that a majority of the applications, get my mouse here. The majority of these applications cited broken or fractured hands and arms on the forms as reason why another person filled the form out on their behalf. May Silphy pointed out several of the applicants had the same witness listed. Does that seem sketchy? Several of the forms of the application had the same witness. So she says, when we started running them in our system, obviously they all bounced back for bad social numbers, phone numbers. We were trying to call the people. They weren't correct. She continued. One of the addresses in the middle of the field was the middle of a field in Kunkletown. Another was somebody who marked this, who was marked in the system as deceased. So that's how they came to light. That's when they sent them right to the district attorney to investigate. Now, before I go on, if you hold something, if you get someone's registration in July and you don't turn them in until November, it's possible that they're dead now. They weren't dead then, which is why you don't hold it. Meanwhile, in York County confirmed that the county of the 3,087 registration forms submitted, about 47% were legitimate, 29% had incomplete information, and 24% were, quote, undergoing further review. That of the 3,087 registration forms, only about 47% were spot on legitimate. Following the discovery of fraudulent forms, the RNC demanded answers to their questions. Who's funding these efforts? Is the group active in other states? Is there connection to the leftist dark money groups? The RNC asked. The RNC demanded that those involved be prosecuted to the full extent of the law and must be done immediately, as one of the most important elections is less than 4 days away. Maricopa County Recorder's Office has already flagged Field Corps as a parent company of Field Plus Media Corps for submitting a staggering number of fraudulent forms. This comes as the Arizona County has long faced scrutiny over ineligible voters being left on the voter rolls. There isn't any argument if somebody is not interested in having clean voter rolls, that what they want is the opportunity to cheat. They want that door left open. Or everybody, if that wasn't the case, everybody was like, yeah, clean them up. Clean them up. Let's get the dead people off. Let's get the people who have moved. Let's clean them up. Let's get the people who had incomplete information or inappropriate information, or it's obvious they're not citizens. Let's make sure that they're not on the voter rolls. Why does this continue to happen? Yes, because the left wants to cheat. They do. The other reason this continues to happen is what the left knows is that those of us on the right won't cheat. We won't cheat. There's a phrase in NASCAR. You know what the phrase is? If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. And I know this is going to sound crazy to you, but I think they care more than we do. Are you saying cheat, Willie? No, not at all. But this ought to get you up off the couch, because these people will do anything. They will risk jail. They will risk having their personal lives ruined for their cause. We are not willing to do such. Now, we're willing to sit in judgment of these people and try to hold them to account. Yes, but we won't break the law. So when you have a group of people who will do anything, and they know that you won't, we're at a disadvantage. So what we have to do is make sure that we do everything in our power legally to win elections. Everything. We can't leave anything to chance. We can't leave anything to chance. We can't think that somebody else is going to vote for us. Well, the polls say that Trump's way ahead, so if I don't make it there, I think it'll be all right. No. Got to make it too big to it. We got to do. I mentioned the Jesse Kelly bit, and I don't really watch Jesse Kelly or listen to Jesse Kelly on the radio very much, but I happened to be taking a break in my car, and it was on. And he had an email that mentioned that the person was having trouble voting for Republicans. Well, because Republicans, especially in Congress, they give up the booty so easily. They just give it up so easily. And the person had trouble supporting them. And Jesse was like I am. I understand and get why you have trouble. But his thought pattern was actually similar to mine. The nation is going to be saved at the local level. It's going to be saved at the school board level, at the city council, county commission, mayoral level. That's where the nation is going to be saved. Now, what has to happen is, in order for that to really take root, what will need to happen is that we're going to need some time. We're going to need some time. And at the federal level, we need to have government such that provides us that time. And somebody asked, well, how long? Maybe 20 years, maybe longer. So if you have Kamala Harris and the leftists at the top of the tickets, it's going to take a lot longer if it's possible at all. No. So we're just approximating being able to hold the republic where it is long enough to build a base that may take 20 years to do. This is why we must not lose focus. This is why there is no off season. For the left, there is no off season. There is no off season elections. There's no, off year elections. There's no such thing. If we are interested in saving the republic, we have to be interested in saving the republic every day. Every day. So the school board elections matter, county commission matters, city council matters, state senate, state house matters, assemblyman matters, gubernatorial races matter. It all matters. That's how we're trying to take that time up to save the republic. Thanks for hanging on. I got to get out of here and make room for somebody else. So until we see you again, go out there and learn something, love somebody, and for goodness sakes, y'all take care of yourself. We will see you when we see you. Bye-bye now.